Hi guys, Joshua Peterson here, Peterson Electric. It is the first week of May coming up here. We are 8 weeks into COVID, and just giving you guys a heads up on this. We have been doing work, but I wanted to let you guys know that in the future, if this happens again, or we get a second wave or a third, or some other thing happens in the country, when the state of Colorado, where I reside, deems what is essential and non-essential, I thought I'd just go do a quick video. By the time you get this video, it might be well over, and who cares? But it also might have a future thing that they have another virus, or who knows what could happen. But if they did, a lot of our professional trades could be doctors and dentists might be going through CDC, right? But DORA regulates, the Department of Regulations of Authority of Colorado. They regulate to the other tradesmen, such as plumbers, electricians, HVAC, possibly even the linemen that do power for the power grid. So a lot of these trades are essential, right? But I've had people call me up at the weirdest times and think that essential is putting in a hot tub. Unless you're therapeutical or handicapped, that's not essential. Not that we haven't done those bids. A lot of times we try to do it over the phone if it's simple and that we can listen and hear to. So regardless of COVID or not, we have done a lot more picture texting to get people an idea of price, because a lot of tradesmen have a base price that they're going to do stuff. So for instance, if you call me and this basement is finished, just imagine it finished, and you said, I wanted a ceiling fan here, okay? I'm going to ask you to take a picture of that ceiling, and a lot of people are like this. Like I don't know what a light fixture looks like. That does not help me at all. What we're looking at is, this is like a 10 by 10 room, right? So you'll be taking a picture from that area this way, looking at the ceiling, and then you're looking over here, go over there, go over there, come shoot it this way. You'll be trying to take a picture this way too. That way we can see ceiling and go, oh, it's grid. Oh, no, it's drywalled. Oh, and then I see you have a window well. Okay, so then that way we know, hey, we got to cut drywall to get a new wire there, or possibly just cut out drywall to get a box that supports a ceiling fan. And then sometimes they have panel issues and they're taking a picture of a panel like this. This is an electrical panel, okay? Yes, it helps to get a picture of the panel, but what helps is to see the circuitry, sometimes the bed sticker, we call it, right? The panel, okay? And then also far back here, as far back as you can, come over here, looking at that wall. So I can see, oh, is that a closet or is that a bathroom? And that will help give me indications a little bit more about your situation. So these things really do help out when you're doing picture texting. Again, far back is good because we can blow up that camera, we can shrink it, we can screenshot it. A lot of times I'll draw a blue line for a circuit or a red line for this or that, and then send that back to you, right? If we're doing a hot tub bid and it's all the way down the side of the house. So the indication, like in here, boom, this is all unfinished. Take a picture. We're trying to get a hot tub from that panel all the way out to there. That really helps out. But if you have a panel downstairs, for example, that's a 6-gauge wire, and you take a picture and I can still see that, I'm going to tell you, yeah, that's 60 amps feeding all these 13 circuits in here. You can't put a hot tub on that too. It'll never work. So, those things can help give you, put some gears in my head, what's going on. And then also, if you guys decide to take a picture, take the picture of the front of your house and all the way to the back of your house. If you can, cross the street and cross the backyard, and then you could move up. But more pictures are better just to see. Sometimes people are really old school and they don't even like smartphones. I know that on American's Got Talent, Simon's always saying he doesn't even have a cell phone. Well, great. Must be nice to be a millionaire, right? So here's the point, though. But if you're trying to take pictures of everything, it does help. But if you don't know how to use the cell phone or screenshot or email or text, then sometimes those estimates might be put back a little bit later. Just depends on what's going on. But again, during this time of COVID, which I think is going to continue, or they're just going to make lighter restrictions, it does help us to help you in those situations. But keeping in mind, what was considered essential for us in electrical was definitely lights flickering, oven going out, smoke detectors, GFCIs popping, and refrigerators and freezers going out. Mind you to remember to use an extension cord so you don't lose your food, okay? But yeah, we had one where the garage door opener plug went out and they couldn't get out of the garage. And they weren't able to get on a ladder because of whatever reason, a vertigo or whatever, and then they couldn't really plug in the garage, and they didn't know how to pull the red lever to open the garage. So there's a few things that help to not make it so an emergency, because you don't want to be charged emergency rate right after hours. So some of those things can be done, but I tell you, with more people that were home, we had a lot more issues with electrical, that we were running around like crazy. And then we had still people calling up about, hey, I'd like to get a couple light fixtures put in. Could you come over? Some people didn't even take it really serious at all, and some people did. But I had shame on me, but I went out to look at a guy's hot tub, and I was right next to a job where I had an essential issue, so I thought I'd pop out, put my mask on. They didn't really care. They didn't take it serious. Next thing you know, I ended up having my mask eaten by their dog, and I can't get another mask. Those are really difficult to find right now. And mine actually had that little spot where it's not just like a cloth that looks like a joke, but it actually had that little spot to keep out most of the bacteria or whatever. But I guess it was rated for that. So anyways, the point is that sometimes picture texting is a great thing, and then we'll let you know if it's essential for electrical, but we will go out on certain things. It just depends on what it is, and trying to also be sensitive to people if they're sick or they've been exposed as well. I did have one job in Boulder that I had to pull off of, just doing some simple device change out. But they ended up, he was a doctor, I think in Frederick, but they ended up quarantining him to his own home from his family so he could actually get work done on his new house, but they couldn't come over during this time. So anyways, guys, I appreciate you for joining us. That's kind of the ups and downs of when you deal with stuff. It's kind of new to me. I mean, I went through 9/11, I went through the crash. I've been through some of those things the last 22 years and seen the market, but this was definitely a surprise to us, just with, are we allowed to go out? So anyways, thanks guys for joining us. Have a good one.